Hello, collective. Welcome to your energy reading, music channeling to be specific. Um, I don't know why. I actually almost said audio insights, so maybe there are some messages in my audio insights, short and sweet. There are insights without any card clarification. So, for instance, if I get Amy, I would just say Amy. Okay? I mentioned Amy in one of those insights. That's just an example. Okay? I don't think Amy will resonate, the name. But there's some other insights I've done in the audios previously to this reading that could be relevant. I don't know which one. Well, whatever, let's do this. Whatever you guys see in the title, um, in terms of my audio insights, go and check it out. Okay, I don't know which one, but this could add on to this message. Okay, now your go-to song is Stay Gold by the infamous group BTS. Okay, the message I got in terms of your channeling, aside from the audio insight, is this. Somebody feels embarrassed. Okay, it could be masculine. And then message number 2 is Indian. Okay, so it could be an Indian person that feels embarrassed. Okay, I don't know if it's a family member, a friend, a co-worker, a lover, I don't know, but somebody feels embarrassed. I don't know, maybe there was some issue with you and this Indian person, or this Indian person had an issue with somebody else in relation to you. Okay, so again, side message, these are specifics. Okay, it could be you or them. I'm gonna shuffle in a minute in terms of the cards. I also got this insight on the 5th of March, but also something took place in January, so we're gonna check what's relevant for January for everyone that's watching. Okay, I'm hoping this setup will be good as well. In January, so somebody felt very conflicted. Okay, you or them. Somebody also realized that they don't want to be in conflict with you. Okay, so in January there were a lot of conflicts. One person pulled their energy back, another person kept on egging the bullshit. Okay, now in relation to January, somebody realized that they shouldn't have got into conflict with you, or okay, they regret whatever conflict took place in January. They're now in regret, or you are. Okay, whether they were conflicted within themselves or brought you conflict, or vice versa. So somebody's like, I don't want to fight with collective. I don't want them to feel conflicted about me. I want this to be fixed. Okay. For some, I guess it could be in relation to a fire sign I'm channeling, but also it could be like an emotional fire sign male that realized they shouldn't be in this energy in relation to you. For others, it is a fire sign water mix. They're also masculine. Okay, it could be like a fire sign water sign combo dealing with a earth sign, for example. Somebody is very emotional. Somebody also is gonna come to the realization that how they acted in January was based on emotion. So their emotions were heightened. They were overreacting. Okay, they were triggered. They were in their ego. They regret it now. If you're Earth sign female, having regret. Okay, Scorpio, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, and the fire sign. Okay, so we got Earth sign female, and we got fire, water, some air sign males. Okay, somebody was holding on to a grudge and they didn't want to let go. That's why they were triggered, over emotional. They will regret now. Okay, collective. That's in January. So right now, we're in March. What's relevant for the person you're watching for? Right now, we got Temperance in reverse. They're not at peace, okay? They're really going through it right now. It almost feels like karma, but it's not though. Like one could say karma due to what happened between you guys or with somebody else, because I also feel like there are other people involved, collective. But I'm getting the energy of like they brought this upon themselves. So I almost feel like somebody's having some sort of enlightenment. Like this shit that happened, everything was caused by their actions, okay? And now they regret. It could go back all the way into January, like I said. For some right now, they're just like not at peace, okay? They're just not at peace of how they handle things. They could feel embarrassed. Now I want to go a little bit on the lyrics, okay? So basically, and now my Google is being messed up. Why is my phone not working? Okay, so I'm just gonna read what it's not opening. This is so weird. Oh, now it's opening. Maybe I needed to scan it with my other phone. So I feel like maybe the lyrics is not relevant. The lyric feels very romanticized. Okay, what I was about to read before it opened up is, in a world where you feel cold, you gotta stay gold. Okay, so I was just about to read the top version of this. So basically, if there is a cold world, or if the world is cold towards you, the message from your person to you based on this is that even if it treats you shitty, collective, you still have to shine. Okay? Don't let anyone diminish your light. Don't let anyone tarnish your heart. Okay? Their heart could have been tarnished, manipulated. For instance, like if we go back to the channel messages, they acted out of character, they got triggered, they felt embarrassed, trying to embarrass you. You never acted out of character, you still stay true to yourself. If it was in a situation between you and them. But I will have to say, I feel like it's more so third parties in relation to your person. On, like, for instance, as an example, they're a twin flame and they're supposed to be healed now. They're acting out of character, immature, they're triggering people, they're trying to do a tit for tat type of bullshit, act out of emotions, right? Not out of logic. And when they come and deal with you as a soulmate, right, of any kind, they put all their frustrations on you, right? Thinking that you should react the same way, but you don't. And I'm just saying, if they had any issues with you, as in they're conflicted, but they were projecting onto you, they're now embarrassed because it should never really been on you in the first place. To be quite honest, it had nothing to do with you. So now they were like in regret. Now they're not at peace because they fucked up something with you based on what they were going through with other people or with themselves. Okay, whether it was in January, in February, in March, they're not at peace. I feel like they did you wrong and they're realizing that they're at fault. Everything that went left is their fault. Okay, Now, I will say for some of you guys, it is not a projection situation where all the shit is on you, making you feel the worst of the worst and feeling like you're in the wrong. It is other people that they have been in contact with that is like really stressing their life out. So they, as much as they want to deal with you, I feel like they can't because they feel like there's just so much bullshit, so much darkness, you know. And I'm getting the energy of like collective. You don't know what I've been through, right? Like they want to come in and be all like, then be a good person, a good character because collective is a good character, but they can't. They feel like the world is shitty. They also need to be shitty, and if they bring collective on the ride, it's gonna taint you, and they don't want to have that responsibility, and that's why I feel like they have decided to keep their distance. Okay. Welcome to BKA Oracles, where channel messages and beyond. Okay. Listen, guys. Let's pull a little card action. Anything that's relevant for the collector right now in relation to the person they're thinking of, dealing with. They feel, some of them, they can't sleep. They have anxiety. You know, they can't sleep at night. Some of them are having bad dreams. Like whether it was them projecting onto you or them dealing with other people that seems to be like fucking their life up every minute, every day. So they can't really, like, it's almost like they want to be with you, but they can't because they feel like their life is so complicated. It's just full of so much shit. Also, excuse my cursing, okay? But yeah, they're having sleepless nights. They don't know what to do. They're having anxiety. They're having bad dreams. They're trying to find a way to make things better for themselves or with you. But I will say this, so in the conflict between you and them, like, they have so much guilt and shame. Okay, if you got into it, and I feel like that's much more worse than if the bullshit was from the outside world, okay, and they can't bring you in because you seem to be like a light in their life, right? But if it is between you and your person or this person, because I'm not quite sure if they're yours yet, it's more so like, I don't want to taint them. Number two, there's no way, I don't know if we can come back from this. I don't know if it's flexible, okay? Because I feel both parties, whether it was between you and them or with other people involved, with their shit kind of got projected onto you, it feels not redeemable in their eyes, in their energy, okay? So right now what they're going through is this, Nine of Swords, Two of Swords, High Priestess. Okay, for some of them, there's still a lot of things they're holding on to that they can't let go. I do feel like it's in relation to this shame and guilt. I'm also tuning into that a lot of people from their past or the shit that they're in is also doesn't want to let them go. So for instance, as an example, they're in some sort of shady business or deal or corruption, you know, and they meet collective and you're like a sunshine and they're like, I want to get, your person is like, I want to get out of this, right? Because collective is like, they're good peoples, right? And now I want to turn my life around. And that corruption, that company, those people, the karmic people are like, you can't leave. If you leave, we're going to make your life hell. And your person wants you to leave to start a new life with you, start a new leaf, you know? And it's kind of like, you know, if they're in jeopardy, collective could be in jeopardy too. Like it's stressful. I feel even like this, despite my speech impediment, I feel stressful for channeling this energy for you because I feel like they want to do so much to be better, and you know, both of the sides is kind of hard. The first group, like I was saying, is the guilt and the shame of them causing you, realizing that they caused you pain. The second group is, you know, they're in some karmic bullshit that's holding them hostage, and if they leave, it will affect you as well. And this is something they don't want to bring upon you. I'm getting the energy of like, You know, I don't want to hurt collective, and I probably will hurt them more and I hurt them enough. But I also feel like they're still hurting you. They're still hurting you even if they don't come clean and make this right. They do think about you, but it's a lot of guilt and shame. There's a lot of hurt. Okay? For some of you guys, they want this new beginning. They want this family, but it's like they also have to... I would say this, turning a new leaf mentally and physically is hard. For both of them, it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Okay? This is not like, you know, I would say within 5 business days, a week, or a year that things are gonna be 10-10. It's for some, I don't know why. Right now, it's a struggle. It really is, collective. I don't know what else to say. They want this, the 10 of Pentacles, but it's kind of like they also have to leave this, because right now, in this moment, it's no. You know, where they're at in their life, it's not giving a space for collective. Their emotions towards you. You're somebody that heals them a lot, okay? For some of you guys, you could have family, and I feel like that in itself is it's a beacon of hope, okay? Whether you have family or not, like, you are their family. You are that light. You're that healing space for them. But I feel so much regret and guilt, collective. Whether you're in the group 1 or 2. That's the thing. To be quite honest, I could go on here and be like, be optimistic, keep the faith, be open-minded, and kind of go with the flow with this person. Yes, they want this, but it's like, I'm not going to sit here like they don't know the fact that they fucked up. You guys are in a messy situation. Which is good. I feel like this person that you're dealing with, they are going to take accountability. They're not going to string you along for the sake of stringing you along. They're not going to be like, thug it out for me. So I like this for you guys, okay? But it's hard, you know? It's a hard situation to be in. Okay? I don't know why. I feel like I'm like yelling as well. Hold up. Sorry if I'm being like loud. I think that's everything now. Even in your dreams, I will find you. I want to touch you. Your entire being enthralls me. I want you as mine. Stay gold. Make sure I go unnoticed. I'll move in close slowly. I'm warning you, baby. You're so unguarded. I will gently make you mine. Deep. Okay, so for some of you guys, you could have like a sexual encounter. I don't know why that is. I'm reading off the lyrics, okay? It is a Korean song. The translation is throwing me off. So you could have a lot of dreams about your person as well. They sure do have a lot of dreams, but alongside with that, they also have anxiety and guilt and shame. Yeah, so I feel like they could also be like going based on the lyrics, they come from they have a lot of baggage. Their past is rough, okay? I know your person could have like a little bit of a past, like on some illegal stuff, right? And they meet you, and you're this squeaky clean person, right? And they're like, oh, I want to live a good life, and all of a sudden, you guys got caught in the mix of the heat of it all, good and bad. So let's do your advice card for now. I'm tuning into, they're not asking you to wait, but be optimistic. And I still see them. Right now, it's chaotic. It is chaotic. I'm like, right now, I don't see them like doing any action-based anything. But I do know that they want to get out of this for sure. So the advice card based on the card, based on this deck, oh Lord, is this one. Okay, collective. I also feel like when the reunion will happen, which will seem kind of far right now, if we're going to be honest, the sex is going to be 10-10. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but it's going to be 10-10. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. The initials, first, middle, last. Okay. Let's add some more. I am channeling somebody's grandma or granny. Granny to be specific. So somebody's granny has something to say. Okay. We'll have a few opinions. Somebody's granny is like, this person is fine and so on, but you need to let them go. Somebody's grandma is going to be like, I need to let this man go. Okay? The grandma might also tell your person, this masculine, I need you to let them go because this is not a life for them. You know, you hurt them too much, or you are still in this bullshit. Don't drag them in. And I feel like you don't even know you only know the surface. Even at that, whether it was being conflicted in relation to you, projecting onto you, being in this karmic shenanigans with these people or situations, you don't know, like, there's a lot of things you don't know, collective. There's a lot of things that is quite hidden. And to be quite honest, I feel like the connection between you and your person is based on this. It's giving intimacy, physical. We see each other when we say each other, we date, but it's like for you to know them for real, it almost feels like they're a different person. So, yeah. I know some of you guys are waiting for this person, and the chemistry is chemistry. It's just, like I said, it's the guilt, it's the shame, it's the karmic people or the karmic places and situations they're in that they can't really get themselves out, or they're trying to, but it's like, it's also weighing them down. Like, it's not giving, I'm gonna be cleared of this conscious of the shenanigans that took place next month. Like, it really depends on your person, but they know it's all on them. Like, everything that took place is all on them. Somebody's grandma is like, you need to somebody's grandma is not for this, whether on their side or on your side. Now, will you listen, collective, or your person? It's a different story, but somebody's grandma will have their to say to they will have their opinion voice, I feel. And yeah, that's all. That is all I got to say for you guys in this moment in time. In terms of the reunion, it's a divine timing thing, so we believe it, collective. Thank you for stopping by for Resonate. Please continue to watch and like and whatnot, and more will come through. Okay?